Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
And I also urge all countries to be willing to receive Afghan refugees and refrain from any deportations. The world is watching. We cannot and must not abandon the people of Afghanistan.
We're just going to bring you these live and exclusive pictures here from inside the presidential palace. What you are looking at right now is Taliban fighters inside the presidential palace. This is these pictures exclusive on Al Jazeera. We've been watching them for a few moments now, milling around the lush environs of the...
Kabul airport this morning is back up and running. Evacuation flights for U.S. Embassy personnel and contractors in full swing. Flights were stopped yesterday when tens of thousands of Afghans stormed onto the runways, desperate to leave, clinging onto aircraft, trying not to be left behind as the Americans pull out. U.S. troops found themselves overwhelmed as they tried to clear the airport, firing warning shots. The Pentagon says American troops killed 2 armed Afghans, but some Afghans were able to get out. On one flight so full, it may have set a record for the number of people who can fit onto an American C-17. Afghans are running from the Taliban, now in full control, setting up checkpoints with the very weapons American taxpayers bought for the Afghan army, which collapsed instead of fighting after the U.S. pulled out of bases that left them without air support. Today, the Taliban told Afghans they have nothing to fear. The group called on civil servants to return to work, offered a non-specific general amnesty, and called on women to join their new government. But the Taliban also said they will always be guided by strict Islamic Sharia law, as all beauty salons and advertising showing women are now being painted over. Many Afghans don't believe the Taliban's promises of tolerance.
Somebody should help me.
Hasib, a translator for the U.S. military, is one of thousands in hiding this morning. Translators have been marked for death by the Taliban. Hasib has no visa to the U.S. and no way of getting to the airport if he had one. We're not showing his face for his safety.
Right now I'm in Kabul, and Kabul is surrounded by the Taliban. I'm not safe here with all the documents to prove that I was an interpreter.
The Taliban are trying to show they're an open, legitimate government ready to engage with the world. Now they have to prove it to a skeptical and frightened nation.